Hey guys, how's it going? Today, I want to talk about another designer adult baby diaper product. Oh yeah, for the first time ever, we're going to look at the now non-existent Snuggies diaper. Yep, that's right, the Snuggies diaper. You know, I also do like this diaper, don't get me wrong. And there's no ill will, no ill manner, no ill intent. But I want to bring up the obvious fact here. Snuggies diapers don't exist anymore. Nope, they disappeared. I wonder why. Well, I think it's kind of obvious that the reason is legal issues. But that's why, instead of Snuggies diapers, we have Tykeables diapers now. It's still probably the exact same product, but unfortunately, the only one I have right here to look at is the original Snuggies diaper. But let's look at this a little bit different than I've been before, because really the product starts with the packaging. And that's where this product kind of changes the mold a little bit. As you can see, the Snuggies packaging is actually really rather cute and graphical. I'm really surprised that they put this much work into the print on the outside bag. On the back, it shows a really clear picture of the diaper, pointing out all the important facts about the diaper. See, it says here, reinforced tape zone, which of course is the landing strip. Front and back elastic waistband for custom fit. That's fairly typical. Standing leak guard and leg cuffs for added protection. Of course, that's also fairly normal. The interesting thing about this is it does have the actual print on the diaper itself, and they point that out right here. And of course, the additional blue core, which we'll get to in a second. But I just wanted to point this out because this is one of the rare cases that the packaging for the diaper, they actually thought about putting some effort into. And I got to give them some credit for that because I like to see this. When you get something like this, it's kind of like that reassurance that, yes, here's your diaper product. This is for you because you're little. Of course, there's also the sake of saying, hey, maybe you want to be incognito and make sure that people don't see this and know exactly what it is. So, yeah, there are two sides of this. So maybe you prefer something like Bambino has. Bam. Now, I'm not going to say it's bad, but it's really just a simple package. No print was put into it, no effort really, just a taped on sticker. And I'm not hating on Bambinos, because if you think about it, this is a nice, no one's going to look at this and instantly think diapers right away. But I mean, when you look at this now, on the other hand, here you go. It's kind of like, oh boy. So, I don't know. It really comes down to preference, but you gotta admit, it's interesting to see what different companies are able to do. Now, as far as diaper thickness, I have 3 diapers here to compare to. I have the Bambino Teddies here at the bottom. In the middle, I have the Snuggies diaper. And on the top, the Bambino Bellissimo, which is pretty much claimed to be their thickest diaper from Bambino. If I look at it and I really try to figure out which one seems to be the thickest, it honestly seems like clearly the Bambino is the thickest. But it really seems to me that the Teddy diaper is still thicker than the Snuggies diaper. Now, don't let that be a sign of saying it's a terrible diaper, but because it's not. It actually holds up fairly well, but it does seem to be that the Snuggies diaper seems to be thinner even than the Teddy's diaper. So let's take a look at the actual print on the diaper itself. So we have this blue stripe effect here, which I've actually seen. This look over here the blue and the pink and this kind of, I've actually seen it on new diapers cropping up lately. So I'm wondering if it's similar material being used. I don't really know for sure. I'm just speculating here. The landing zone, of course, it has that nice taped landing zone, which I've talked about in my Teddy's video, so I don't want to go into depth on that. But there it is, nice and big. Definitely a definite plus in any diaper, and any good diaper should have them. The logo is written right on the diaper, saying Snuggies, and I can only assume the Tykables has the logo right on there too, just like that. We have letters and we have numbers on here. There's a B, there's 2, there's a, I don't know, I can't even tell what that is. Oh, it's a C. It's a backwards C. That's what it is. We got this very prominent lion here, pink lion. You know, call me if I'm wrong, but it looks like a lion to me. Cat, and I think that's a bear. But the print's a nice little kid baby print. The diaper itself actually has print. This is the thing that's different because, like the Teddy's diaper doesn't have any print on the diaper itself. This is one of the few diapers I've noticed that actually has the print on the diaper. So here you go. You have them here, right here, the similar things. So it's kind of, it almost is kind of rainforesty if you think about it. Like a forest, kind of like a fantasy forest diaper. I don't know. But, you know, it's a nice diaper. It's a nice print. It's cute. It is cute. And it definitely drew my attention to it. Now let's go into the inside of the diaper. This is the thing that's very interesting. That's very different for an adult diaper to have. Is that blue core. I don't know if that's supposed to be the sap. I'd have to look into more details on it, but it actually has that blue core. Now you'll notice that child diapers actually do have that. The blue core, which is probably the extra absorbent sap layer or something similar to that for absorbing. And it's just interesting to actually see that colored like that in a diaper because it really is true to what a child's diaper would look like. So, you know, it's pretty cool. So, you know, let's try this baby on, see what we think. Ta-da! Okay. Anyways, after trying this diaper on again, and comparing it to some of the more recent ones I've had on, it has a nice, it rides up pretty far in the back, actually, surprisingly far. Some of the other ones don't go up very far in the back, so if you need a diaper that's going to be higher in the back, this one seems to do it for me as a 32 waist, so that's a medium. Overall, it's a great diaper. It's a cute print on it. It's just a shame that they had to change the name of it because, you know, Huggies, Snuggies, you know, it was a great name. It really was. And it's a sad thing that we live in a world where, you know, you can't have my name, I have that. But that's the life we live in, that's the world we live in, and that's probably what it came down to. And like I said, there's no ill will, no mean intent intended towards the company. I'm just pointing out what I've obviously, what seems obvious to me is what I'm pointing out. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
You win!